everybody?
Hey.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks for coming out. Quite the few performances we've had, huh? I'm sure you guys have all figured out by now that really what we're getting at is just trying to make sense of equality, I guess. We're also different, but at the same time, there's just a je ne sais quoi that ties us all together. And I'm no scholar or expert. I don't really have any sort of educational degree when it comes to this. Really, all I did was this program, which I think gives me enough credentials to tell you that I believe I have cracked the code to human equality. And I'm gonna make you wait for just a couple seconds while I take off a couple of my clothes. Thought I was gonna get riskier, didn't you? Just Nike shorts, which given our politics could be risky. Ladies and gentlemen, the secret to human equality is stretch marks. All of you have them. If you don't, then you're a robot. Nothing says humanistic equalizer like stretch marks. Am I right? When I first discovered my first stretch mark, I thought I was turning white. And so, around the time that most girls my age were getting really excited about their first training bra or like sitting next to a cute boy, I thought I was getting, I thought I was turning into my favorite pop star at the time, Michael Jackson. And because, I was very dark when I was younger. And so like, I had the, I don't know if you guys have like foreign or immigrant relatives, but the kind that are like really passive aggressive or like critical, or like, I don't know if you guys have relatives. Some people don't. Mine were always like, oh, she's beautiful, but like, she's kind of dark. That really sucks. Or like, oh, she's very smart, but just her skin is so black. Or the one I always got was like, where is your daughter? I only see teeth. That might have been exaggerated a little bit. The tension was there. The subtext was still all there. I just want to make sure you all can see my stretch marks, which is why I'm I don't know what the equivalent of bedazzling is for stretch marks. I think that would be a valuable asset to have in our cultural lexicon. My friends would be like, oh, what's that on your knees? And I'd be like, oh, my battle scars. It was during adolescence. If that's not a battle scar, I don't know what is. You guys are like, did you go through adolescence? It was such a tepid laugh. Maybe it was just a bad joke, which is totally cool, but like adolescence for me was like, I got teased about having hairy legs, I got teased about having stretch marks, and I was like, man, I gotta be hairy and have stretch marks? I gotta have a name that no one can say and be hairy and have stretch marks? So I'm not a very religious person, but sometimes I'd be like, man, I think God like dumped a little too much onto my plate. And it's like, I'm an only child, so I get it. You have to put all the faults into this one, like, progeny. I hope I used that word correctly. And, you know, it took me until, like, the ripe old age of my mid-20s to realize that, like, yeah, stretch marks are kind of cool. Because they're like a constant in your life. And, you know, I don't want to come across as like that crazy old lady who talks to her stretch marks, but like, I'm just gonna leave it at they've always been there for me. And have seen me grow. And they know what happened, even when I don't care to admit what happened. And, you know, I'm doing a really bad job coloring these in, and I'm like not giving it the justice they deserve. I feel like they deserve a lot better. But like I mentioned before, there's no bedazzler for stretch marks, so I'm having to make do with Mr. Sketch, blatant product placement. You know, I just realized Mr. Sketch could easily be Mr. Stretch. Yeah, you guys just wrote my punchline for me. Like mic drop. I mean, really, I think I gotta end on that. There's nothing better than that.